All right, here we are set up for the solo play of Cretaceous Rails. A lot of this is going to, or basically the way I play is going to be just like you play normally. So I'll include a link how to play up above for that. I will explain how the AI works here in a second, but all the other stuff I might go over super briefly, but a lot of it you'll kind of maybe have to just pick up as I'm playing along because, as I said, there is that how to play. So we have everything set up. So when we did the setup, I got to choose where I went off of first, and then the AI went off of the other one, and then their rail aimed towards me. We have the AI board. We shuffled up these tokens. These are going to dictate what they're going to choose when they choose dinosaurs or tourists. And then from there, we have their deck of cards here that we will be using. And the deck of cards, we're going to flip one over, and it's going to show us where they're going to be placing out their piece. They are going to be going first in the first round. So let's go ahead and flip over one of their cards, because I think that is about... Actually, let me go over quickly how to play. So basically, on a turn, we are going to be placing out our executives between two tiles and taking those two actions. They're going to take the actions left to right or top to bottom. I can do them however I want. Those actions are going to allow me to put rails on the board, grab dinosaurs, grab tourists, clear out jungle, grab resort cards, or play resort cards. The resort cards are going to possibly make those powers better. The end of a round, this resets. We bring our tokens back. This gets shuffled up and reset, etc. That's basic high-level stuff. Like I said, how to play was listed above. So let's go ahead and get into their first turn. So we are playing on normal, which means we are going to ignore these blue and red 2 times. We're only going to be doing the ones that are in black print. So this one is we place up here. And the way that they do these actions, which you'll see on their board right over here, is they are just going to grab the card denoted in the spot on the board. So that's going to be that one. They're going to do this one 2 times. So grabbing that one. And then they're going to grab one more like so. And these are going to go next to their player board for end game scoring. So that's theirs. Now I get to go. So I know for my card, I need a jungle, which I start with. I'm going to need this Triceratops. So I'm going to want to try and get that Triceratops here, along with possibly grabbing some more cards to kind of dictate where I might want to go with that. Kind of looking out here and seeing what we have going on. All right, so I think I'm going to start by grabbing a couple of cards and clearing out some jungle. So we're going to go here. Let's just clear the jungle first. I'm going to clear it from the green guy, and then that goes on my train. Now looking out here, I get to grab 2 cards. I'm going to grab one, it gets replaced. I'm going to grab one, it gets replaced. So I think I'm going to want to grab this one because that's going to help me get more train cars. Flip this over. And then the card I have is already this one, which gives me that discount for the first one played. So I'm not overly concerned about that one. I am thinking maybe either this one or this one. You know, let's go ahead and grab this tourist one right there. So that was my 2. So we flip over their card. They're going to go here. So they go top down. So the first thing they're going to do is attempt to capture a dinosaur. They're going to look. They're going to want to capture the blue one first. This one does not have a forest or a jungle by it, so they are able to capture this one. Just comes down here on their board. These slide over, and this takes over spot number 4. We then go down, and they are going to lay 2 trails. So this is probably the most complicated action that they actually accomplish on here. So they are going to want to have their train pointed at something that they do not have yet. Tourist, dinosaur, or a volcano. So looking here, they're going to attempt to come off of this one. Going here points towards nothing. Going here points towards tourist that it's not already adjacent to. So now from here, it can point that way. It can point that way. We're going to look at the card. It's pointing to the right. So they are going to go to the right with their train. 99% sure I did that right. Like I said, that is probably the most complicated one that they have. So there we go. How did I put out there 4? put out there too. It's just helpful, easier to remember. So they did the dinosaur and they laid the rails. So I am up now, and I am going to want to, like I said, I eventually want to grab them so I can do that. So that would be a capture a dinosaur. I really want to try and grab that first player so I have first option. It's not overly important to me, but I think I want to lay some track too. So we're going to go here with capturing a dinosaur and laying some track. So we're going to lay our track. So we are going to go here and then here so I can get access to this cabin. And then, actually, no, I lied. We're going to move it down there. I want to do a safari really quick so I can push up my green. So we are going to grab this tourist right here. We're going to count up dinosaurs and volcanoes on our pathway. We have none. Where we have just this one has no whatchamacallit, jungle. So he comes to my train, and this moves over one. Now I will need to unload my train in order to grab that green guy, which I'll probably do on my next turn. They're going to take 3, and they're putting themselves right there. So left first. So they are going to take this card right there. And then they are going to do the safari action. So when they do the safari action, they're going to try and grab a purple. They're going to try and grab a purple that's not in their home hex. Their home hex is last. So they grab this purple one. Instead of counting, this just goes right on there. So that is it for them. So my next one, like I said, I'm going to unload, and I think I'm going to capture that green dinosaur. So let's go ahead and we'll just kind of go right there. So we will unload, and then we will capture this green dinosaur. And their next turn. This is their last turn. That'll be my last turn. So they are going to go right here. So they are going to attempt to capture a dinosaur twice. So they are going to look, and right now, technically the only dinosaur they can capture, because all these other ones have a jungle, is this red one. So this red one would basically swap over to here. And then it is not able to do that again. So when it is not able to do that again, we are going to start at this top and work our way down this flow chart. Can it take a tourist? Yes, it wants a purple tourist. There is none here. There is one from here. They grab the purple. Oh, wait, I didn't move those down last time when they grabbed the purple, did I? So technically this purple will go back here, and they're going to want a green. They cannot grab a green, so instead they're going to grab a blue. And then it's going to be something like that. That may have been a little mixed up. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I'll make a note of it back when it happened. So they captured a dinosaur. Then the second time they went to go do it, they couldn't. So they did the safari. Now they are going to lay 2 track. So again, they want to try and point to something that they aren't already adjacent to. So they're going to point towards this one off of the end. And then they are going to point towards that one. So there's theirs. Now my last 2. So I'm going to do an unload train action at the end of my round anyways. They have not done that yet. They've not grabbed that. So maybe I might want to go up and grab there and then do another safari to get another person here. And then I'll unload, and the next turn I can build. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go here. It's going to grab me the first player. We can do a safari, although nothing on ours is actually going to move our ratings. But instead, looking out here, that blue one wouldn't be too bad. A purple one for that. Any 2 for that one. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab this red one on them. Goes on there. And then I'm going to grab 2 cards. We're going to grab this card. And let's go ahead and we'll grab another one of these. like so. So we have a decent sized hand going on now. And that is the end of the round. So first thing we do is we do an unload action on our trains. We then take back all of our markers. We wipe this display and refill it. We then are going to gather these up, shuffle them, relay out this grid, and then this moves to number 2. So let me go ahead and get that taken care of, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are ready to begin. So I know I want to build. I think I might want to start clearing out some more stuff too. Let's go ahead and do a build and get some more track out, because I want to try and maybe get towards this volcano over here. So let's maneuver this way with the trains. And then for the build, I can build as many cards as I want, but they all have to go on the same level. So we're going to start off with this one that requires 2 tourists. Bam, bam. So now what this card is going to allow me to do is typically when I cross here, I need to spend a jungle token. This one I do not. And then let's go ahead and get out this other card. We got us our green dinosaur and our jungle token. Now this is the first card I play in a build. I will ignore either a tourist or a jungle cost. Does not happen the turn it is used. And then I think finally, let's go ahead and play this one. We're going to play one more card. This is going to give me another train card, but I have to, because it's on this lower level, I need to spend 2 ratings points. So I'm going to spend 2 of my red, because I don't know if I'm really going to focus on red in this one. So there is that. Plus I have a red tourist. There's a couple of red ones up there if I get up there. So I spent my 2. So that gives me another train car I am able to use. Alrighty, so that is it for that. So now they get to go. Oh, this is going to be a big one. So they're going to clear 2. So they're going to start off as close to home as possible. They grab this one. Then they have 2 options. They're going to grab the one on the left according to that. They just grab these and they go ahead and I believe just place them on their board. So they did that twice. Now they are going to do the safari twice. So when they do this, they resolve one and then the other. So this first one is they want to grab a green. Do they have access to a green? They do not. Do they have access to a red? They do. So they grab the red. And the red slides back. So they still do not have access to a green, but they have access to a purple. So they'll grab the purple. And that will slide back like that. Alrighty, so my turn again. I kind of think I might build because I kind of have a couple of plans and ideas. Yeah, so we are going to, I think, build. And is there a build in Safari? There's not a build in Safari, so we're not going to be doing that actually. So build and track, I think. So let's go ahead and get this track laid down. Gonna get myself right there. Gonna get myself. You know what? Let's go ahead and get up here to this spot up here first so I can get access to more tourists. And then build. So the first one I build, I get a 1 tree discount. So I'm going to play this one first. This is another one of those ones where I can get a train. I'm going to spend only 1 this time because it's on the 2nd level. And then I'm going to spend my 1 tourist here. What this allows me to do is because it's on the 2nd level, I can clear 2 forests and they don't go to my trains, they go directly to my player board. So with that, I think we are going to clear off these purple because I think I'm going to be looking at getting that purple one pushed up, or do I want to get my green guy? You know what? We're going to get one off of this green one as well. Because I think maybe I'm going to focus on getting my green pushed up and maybe my purple. We'll see if I end up needing a purple dinosaur. There is a couple out here that would be helpful. Alrighty, so that was me. I did my track. I built my cards. They are coming up here. So they are going to safari twice. So again, they don't have access to any of those. So it's going to be blue and then red. There and there. And then the capture dinosaurs. So first they want to try and capture a green. They are able to capture a green. They then want to try and capture a purple. They can capture a purple. And now it's my turn. We're going to come up here, grab this first player one. I'm going to grab a couple of cards from here. I think let's go ahead and grab this one. And I like this one. So now I have those cards. Yay! And then I can do a safari. So because that one I just grabbed needs a purple, I am going to grab a purple guest. So we'll grab one here. This one does not have a jungle token, so this one counts. This one still does, so it does not count. So my purple goes up one, and my guest goes right there. And that was me. So their third one goes right there. So again, I'm ignoring the red, so it's just going to do the 2 cards first from this bottom corner. And then they are going to build again from that bottom corner. So my final one, I think I'm going to load up my train car, seeing as it's about to unload. So I think I might just do a double forest here to get some of these cleared out so I can start having people see things. So I'm adjacent to here. Or do I want to lay some track to get adjacent to that cabin and work my way towards that volcano? Yep, I think we're actually going to lay some track and then clear some. Let's go here. So I'm adjacent to that now. And then we are going to head off towards the volcano over there. And then we can clear one of these jungle tokens. Not adjacent to that green one yet. But let's go ahead and clear out this other purple for when I grab that. Plus now I'll have the 2 I need to grab for my cards. And that goes to my train. Their last one, they are going to come up here. So they are going to clear basically twice. So they're going to look adjacent to here. They can clear this one. But then they're not able to clear anymore because they're not adjacent. So they're going to attempt to safari. They have no one to send on a safari. They can capture this dinosaur. So they're going to capture that dinosaur. And that's going to move that way. Their board's getting full of dinosaurs. Alrighty, so end of round. So I'm going to do all that end of round cleanup again. These come down. And then I am going to reset everything. Alright, so we are starting round 3. Now let's go ahead and start with laying some rails and clearing. Because I want to get over to this volcano that's been taking me forever because it's the farthest part of the park. So right there and right there. And then we can go ahead and clear some. Let's go ahead and clear this green one right here so I can start pushing up my green. Alrighty, their next card. Oh, they are going to double. So they're going to attempt to capture dinosaurs. They cannot. So when we go down this thing, they cannot safari. They cannot capture a dinosaur. They cannot clear. So they are going to be laying track. So they are going to aim towards that one. And then aim towards there. So that was the first time that they couldn't do that. So the second time we again go here. They again can't safari. They again cannot capture a dinosaur. So instead they are going to clear. So they have 2 ones that they can clear. They're going to go from the right one. So they're going to grab that jungle token. So that was those 2. So now they are going to lay track twice. So a total of 4 track. So they are going to push themselves up here, aiming at that one that they're not adjacent to. And then we have a double one here. They're going to go to the right. And then so that was the first one. That's aimed there. And then we have this one aimed over here. So that was all of theirs. So now my turn. So I kind of think I might do a double safari, but now I want to leave room for 2 dinosaurs because I want to get both of the purples in here. We're going to safari and draw 2 cards. So for the safari, let's go ahead and grab this purple. So we have 1, 2, and then that makes it 3. So we kick us off 1, 2, and 3. They go here. Now we're going to grab a couple of cards. So then we're going to grab this card for the first one for 1. And then we'll grab this one for 2. So their next turn up is they are going there. So first thing they're going to do is lay track. So we have it pointed here, and then it's going to go right there. And then it is going to build, so it is going to grab this card right there. So now I think it is time for me to capture a purple dinosaur, but what do I want to do in addition to that? I want to go ahead and clear some more. So let's go ahead and capture a purple dinosaur, and then clear out. I have a lot of red, so I should start clearing out the red guys. So we'll clear out that red one right there onto my train. Alrighty, so that was me. I know next time I'm going to go somewhere where I can build or unload and then build. They are going right here. So they are going to build twice. So they grab this card and this card. And then the bottom one, they are going to clear twice. So they are going to clear this one and that one. All right, so now it doesn't really matter where I go. I just want to, we're going to go right there. So I'm not going to build any track. I'm going to unload my train. And then let's go ahead and build. So I think I'm going to build on the 3rd level. Oh, I get a discount on that first one. You know what? We're going to do more of the track, I think. So we have our dinosaur. We'll take our discount and not use one of our tourists. And then we're going to play this one with our jungle. And that gives me 1 more train car. That was free because it's on the 3rd level. And now when I lay track, also because of this card, I am actually going to lay 5 pieces of track. And I optimally should have ended my turn with something on my board so it automatically unload at the end of the round, but it didn't happen that way. So they are up. So they are going to, again, build twice. They're grabbing this card and another one. They have a nice deck going here. And then clearing 2. So coming up here, they clear this one. Either way here, they're grabbing that one. So that is that round. Let me go ahead and get set up for the last round. All right, here we are in the final round. So I know there's a few cards out here I want to grab specifically for the end game scoring at the bottom. So I think we want to, gotta put my little first marker up here. So let's go ahead and come up here. And I think we're going to grab cards and safari. So I don't grab this yet because they need to have a chance of getting it first, but we are going to grab this card and we are going to grab this card over there and then a safari. We are going to, I think, start pushing up our green again. So we're going to grab our green. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Their turn. Oh, I forgot to refill when I grabbed my cards. So they are going to build twice. So they get this card and the top card. And then they are going to clear. They are able to clear from that spot. So I think I'm going to lay track for sure. And then I do have the ability to play a couple of cards. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to grab this and come down here to build and lay track. Let's just go ahead and lay the track first. So again, because of my card here, I am able to lay 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see if I can get that purple guy right there. So that's my track, and now to build. So we are going to build this card right here. And my first card has a person discount, so we're going to play this card, so I don't need to put the tourist on there. I can now, when I do the safari, it doesn't matter if they have trees. And then the other one I'm going to play is this one, which needs any dinosaur, so I'm going to put my blue guy right there. Once per round, I can swap 2 tiles by spending 2 ratings points. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but it does give me some endgame scoring. Plus, now he's going to score the full whopping 3 points. Might want to look at doing a couple of safaris here at the end. So there is mine. I laid track and I built. They are going to go there. It's not there. When I watched an example of how to play this, they just flipped over another card. So now they are going to go here. They are going to build twice. So they have a nice hefty deck of cards. And then they are going to lay track. So they are not adjacent to that one yet. So they're going to go there. And then I believe they would aim towards that one because that one they are not adjacent to. There is room for 2 cars. So if they do start going along mine, that is fine. It is available to them. So I know I want to do at least one more build. And if I had a purple dinosaur, that would be optimal too. So let's go ahead and capture a dinosaur and probably a safari of blue so that I can get blue pushed up. So is there a capture a dinosaur in a safari? Capture dinosaur, capture. There is no capture dinosaur by safari. I do not want to build yet. So I think I may just go here and double safari. So again, when I do safari, it doesn't matter if there's forests there. So we are going to go ahead and grab this blue one. So going along my track, there's 1, 2, 3. So blue moves up 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to snag this purple one on them. So I've aimed here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just realized I'm not going to be able to get my stuff unloaded and built. So that was not the greatest of moves, but I still have a couple things up my sleeve that I'll probably be doing here. I'll probably be trying doing a build and a capture a dinosaur. So hopefully, well, there's 2 spots there. They won't be able to take them both. But they did take one of them. So they are going to go there. So first thing they're going to attempt to do is capture a dinosaur. So they're going to look. Can they capture a red dinosaur? They can. They can capture that red one. Red slips back. Then we go to the bottom. They are going to build. So they grab this card right there. My final turn. So we are going to go here. Should have tried to get that other card out last time. All right. I really should have probably gone here last time, but that's the thing about this game. There will be mistakes made, especially as you're going possibly quick, because there are certain things that can trigger certain ways. So we are going to put out this card with our build action. Just go ahead and put our tourist there. We'll take the discount on the jungle token. Because what this is when I do the safari action, I could have spent ratings points to unload my train right away. So that could have been helpful back then, but oh well. So that is my build. I'm unable to build this because I don't have the dinosaur. So instead we are going to capture a dinosaur. So we are going to capture the purple one. It'll still get unloaded and it'll be worth half points. So that will be something. So their final turn is they come right here. So they are going to try and clear twice. They can clear once. There's nothing else available to clear. So first, now they're going to attempt a safari. They want to grab a green. That is their first green. So that was there. And now they are going to still do a safari. They're going to attempt to grab a purple. They cannot. Blue, they can. So that is that. We do a final unload of the trains. And then we are going to get into final scoring. Let me kind of rearrange stuff so we can do the final scoring as best as possible. All right, so I have my score pad out here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to score for dinosaurs. So their dinosaurs are going to be worth where the tourists are. So their purples are worth 15 each. They have one purple, so that's 15 for them. My purples are worth 29. I have one here and one here. This is worth half points rounded down. So that's going to be 14 and 29 is 39, 43 points. We now go into blue. My blue is worth 12. They're on that card, so I get 12. Their blues are worth 20. They have two of them, so that gives them 40. Reds, I have none. Their reds are worth 15. They have two of them, so that's 30. Greens, I have one here, and that is worth 21 points. Their greens are worth 10. They have one, so that is 10. So let's go ahead and subtotal that for here. So it's 43, 55, 76. 3, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7. Yep. Then they have 10, 40, 80. So right now they have 95 to my 76. We now move into this bottom scoring where we go with the jungles, the tourists, the islands and such, the tracks. Those are based on these bottom. I have totaled theirs up. I have totaled mine up. That's what's here in this corner. So for jungles, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 10 of those. So that's going to be 50 points. Tourists, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them at 3, that's 24. To volcanoes and clubhouses, that's 1, 2, 3 of those at 2 is 6. Their track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16 times 1.5. That is going to be 24. And then train cars, you're going to basically look through their cards and see how many of them would have given them train cards. There's only the one. So that is only going to give them 4 points. I'm still pretty sure I'm about to get crushed. So that's 30, 80, 104, 108. Yeah, this isn't going to be pretty. Alrighty, so for my forest, I get nothing. 1 point per tourist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 points for each one of these I'm towards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them, so that gives me 30. Track, I get 1 point each. We start it with 30 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that gives me 20 or 13. That gives me 17 out there. So that's 17 points. Train cars, I get 4 per. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 20. So 20, 50, 58, 68, 75. So I am at 151 to their 200. Let's say it's 3, 1 to their 203. So yeah, that was a little bit of a crush. I definitely needed to try and focus on getting the dinosaurs a bit more. Plus, I got all these jungles and ended up not scoring anything for them. So that wasn't helpful either. All right, but that was the solo play of Cretaceous Rails, played somewhat poorly. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you'll head down below and hit like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. That is all appreciated. If you are looking to purchase games, we have a link to Miniature Market down below that when you purchase from them, we do get a portion of those sales back to the channel to help fund this madness that we are doing. Alrighty, so until next time, Dino Roar!